All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here on the Harmless Dave channel, talking about real music and doing it in real time for a few real people out here just like you and just like me. Yeah, I kind of slip into like this fake Howard Cosell thing. It's fun. It's fun. I'm talking about the end of the classic rock era. You have to have fun with this stuff. Speaking of predictions, so David Lee Roth has announced a tour. Oh, yes. Yes, this is just great stuff. Now, like I said in the first video I did about the David Lee Roth comeback, I said, you know what? He's no worse than anyone else out there. And all of these Dave Lemmings came to tell me about, oh, he's the ultimate showman. He is the greatest performer. You've got to leave him alone. He's amazing. He looks great. Yeah, he does. He looks good. I think he just turned 70 or he's right around 70. Yeah, he looks good for 70. He looks better at 70 than he did like 3 or 4 years ago. Um Remember back in 2020? Let me bring you back to 2020, shall we? It's so much fun, so many memories just strolling down memory lane, you know. Social distancing and all of this craziness that was happening at the time and QR codes. Make sure you scan your QR code before you go into the concert. Let's see your paperwork. Where's the paperwork? Um, Crazy stuff. You know, if you went to a Garth Brooks show, they do everything right there for you. If you needed to get up to date with your latest booster or whatever, you could do it right there. I mean, I think they even paid for it. Like, yeah. Or, you know, it was probably in the stimulus or whatever it was. What is that? The Inflation Reduction Act? Yeah, that worked out really well, didn't it? 9% inflation. That worked like a charm. But yeah, tell us how bad things are now compared to that. Um, so here's what Roth said. This is David Lee Roth after his Vegas residency was canceled. He says, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. We got rained out. We got COVID canceled, according to what Entertainment Weekly was reporting at the time. And then he addressed the fans' hopes. Maybe there would be a rescheduled date. Future shows? Well, when the benefit concerts for Colorado, Farm Aid, and hospital workers everywhere come up, call me. He says it's not about me anymore. This is what he told Fox News. Now, remember the hospital workers at the time, they were locked down and they were dancing around in the hallways of various hospitals, filming their dance routines and posting them onto TikTok, getting thousands, if not millions, of views. That's what was happening back in 2020. It was a great year. All of that social distancing. And hey, where's your QR code? You want to go see a show? Where's your paperwork? I want to see it. So, anyway, let's get to the fun of 2025, shall we? So, almost within just a few hours of my prediction here, David Lee Roth has announced more than a dozen summer 2025 solo tour dates. And do you know why that is? Do you know why? Because he's no worse than anyone else out there. And he looks great. Everyone says, hey, isn't Dave like 70 years old now? He looks fantastic for his age. Those tattoos he's got, they're not saggy yet. He's been working out. He's doing the RFK health plan. Probably not, just because it's RFK Jr. and he wouldn't follow that plan even if it took 5 or 10 years off his life. Or added, I should say, 5 or 10 years to his life. So if you're wanting to go see David Lee Roth, here's your chance. Now, I have a couple of serious theories about what might be happening here. First of all, Irving Azoff, right? Irving is a businessman, and he probably said, you know what, Dave? We can get you out there. We got Ticketmaster. We've got a code freestyle. which I guess if you use that code tomorrow at 10 a.m., you're going to get the whole pre-sale benefit, lower ticket prices, whatever that entails, before that adjustable ticket sales thing starts happening. So if tickets start selling really quickly, the prices start going up. Why hasn't Congress looked into this yet? I think they're looking into it, but they're not doing anything. I know we've got like the war in Ukraine or Ticketmaster. Which one do you want to pay attention to? So he's starting Hollywood, Florida on July 31st, and then a fairly robust schedule in the month of August, and it will wind up in Napa, California. I think that was the other date he had booked, or in Saratoga at the Mountain Winery. Either way, he's got 2 dates in September, a bunch of dates in August, and 1 date in Hollywood, Florida at the Hard Rock Live on July 31st. Again, the rock media is raving about the M3 Rock Festival performance where David Lee Roth made his triumphant comeback. How many retirements did Rocky have? 9? You know, it helps when Gene Simmons is your mentor, right? How many retirements? Doesn't matter. They'll keep showing up. They do it every time we say we're going to retire. We come back. They show up and they buy the tickets. What's your problem, man? It's capitalism. It's the free market. It's people have to see David Lee Roth before he turns 80. I don't know. Again, he's a fun performer, fun in the sense that he's going to do all of this wacky stuff on stage. Someone commented and said, if he would just sing the songs straight, which he doesn't do, I think he would be even better than this amazing comeback that he did, because his voice gets all twisty and bendy and squeaky and stuff. Someone said that they think he's hitting notes that he's never hit before because their dog was paying attention during one of the videos. And I'm like, that's possible. I mean, my Schnauzer, she typically runs out of the room if she hears David Lee Roth, like the current version of Dave. The old version, yeah, she loves it. But I don't know, folks. I kind of predicted this. I don't know if I actually put it in a video, but I think I thought to myself, he's going to make a full comeback. Maybe I didn't actually say it, so if I go back and watch those 2 videos, but I'm thinking, look, I think I said something like, if Kiss can do it, if certain other bands can do it, Lou Gramm is out there. Okay, don't take this the wrong way. All right, Steve Augeri, Lou Gramm, if they can be out there, David Lee Roth can be out there. In fact, Dave can be out there 6 days a week, twice on Sundays, and then maybe have Augeri and Graham opening up. Now, there is a solution to all this. There's a band out there called Van Halen. Fan, F-A-N. Now, go listen to it. That sounds like David Lee Roth in 1985. And they put on a great show. They look, they sound, they even smell. I hear they smell a lot like old Van Halen. So, again, they call themselves Van Halen. Not the most creative name, but, hey, people will think you're talking about Van Halen. And, after a couple of $14 beers, and, a lot of people these days have told me that I don't hear as well as I used to. What do you think of this? Go, great. I'm with a bunch of people, no offense to myself and everyone else who follows this channel, not trying to be offensive, but if you've got hearing loss, then guess what? You need to go buy tickets to see David Lee Roth. You need to get tickets to see Steve Augeri, Lou Gramm, fronting Foreigner, whoever is out there still, and you just want to see them. Ozzy, the Black Sabbath reunion. Holy crap, Batman. That's going to be amazing. You got to go see that. I suggested Mitch Malloy, and someone said, Mitch Malloy? Are you crazy? All right, how about Jeff Scott Soto? If you don't like Mitch, one or two of those, both of those guys, right? They still look good. They still sound good. They could front pretty much any rock band and they wouldn't embarrass your children. I'm just saying. All right. Again, trying to have fun with this as I document the end of the classic rock era. I think it's time to take Ruthie for a walk. So anyway, folks, God bless. Seriously, God bless David Lee Roth. That's amazing. 70 years old, announcing the tour. You know what? And my other thing that I want to bring to this is I think Roth wants to kind of reclaim the whole Van Halen thing because he's not doing any solo stuff. Whereas when Hagar goes out there, he does a bunch of solo stuff. He's not doing all Van Halen. And Roth, though, is doing all Van Halen stuff. It would be cool if Roth could, say, recruit like Wolfie to do a couple of shows with him. You know, imagine if Alex came out of retirement. I don't think he can. But, hey, you know, Alex didn't want to hang out with Sammy, so, you know, if he could get Alex to show up maybe out in California for one of those 2 gigs, people will be talking about that for 20 years. And Sammy Hagar will probably blow a gasket. Yeah, it's my idea. So if he actually does it, he needs to give me credit for it. All right. God bless everyone. David Lee Roth is back. He's bad. He's nationwide. And people are really pumped up about it.